guys, it's coffee time! And I'm wearing my wicked cool hat that my mom got me. Try not to be jelly. I don't know where she got it, but I keep calling it a bear hat, but somebody pointed out that it looked more like a beaver hat. And I was like, oh, that would make sense, because the little heart teeth, more like beaver teeth, yeah. So yeah, I'm super excited about it. She went a little crazy and got me like a bunch of clothes while I was gone. So I was like, but she knows me pretty well. She got me the ridiculous hat and she got me some ridiculous sleep pants, both of which are my favorite things ever. So today I went to the dentist, which was terrible. I hate the dentist. I love going to the eye doctor. It's like my favorite. But I hate going to the dentist so much. But we went because I don't have dental insurance anymore, but I was like, I should get them checked out because I think that I might have a cavity. It feels like I do because my back teeth keep aching. So I was like, oh, dang it, I think that I have a cavity because there are a bunch of spots in my mouth that are watch spots. Spots that could easily become cavities but are not yet. So I was like, oh, dang it. So I made an appointment to go in. That was for today. So alright, this is good, I'm getting it out of the way, and that way if I needed fillings or if I needed to get something done later on, it wasn't, oh, sorry, I'm hopping a plane and going to LA tomorrow, so I can't get anything done. So I went in, all apprehensive and sad. They're all really sweet there. There's no, like, it's just, I just hate the dentist. So I go in, he's like, what's up? I was like, not much, and then we shook, and then he was like looking around in my mouth. He was like, okay, so where do you think there's a problem? And I was like, well, my back teeth all hurt all the time, they ache. And he was like, okay, that's probably a pretty good indicator that you have a cavity. I was like, yeah. So he was looking around in there, and he was like, do you grind your teeth? And I was like, I was like, maybe. He was like, okay, I think, he said, you don't have any new cavities for sure. Everything looks exactly the same as the last time you were in here, actually, which is good. It was like, it means that you're taking better care of your teeth. And I was like, yes. Just as a heads up, you guys, I'm really bad at flossing my teeth. Like, I forget to do it all the time. And every time I go in, they're like, why aren't you flossing? And then they slap me. And I go, I'm sorry. So, so they were like, so it looks like you're doing good. Doing much better than before. I was like, yes. And he was like, I think that all of your issues are coming from grinding your teeth. I was like, really? I was like, well, because the time before that, so like maybe a year and a half to 2 years ago, I had gone in and said, hey, I've woken up in the middle of the night grinding my teeth. Is there something I can do about that? And they looked around in my mouth and they were like, well, it looks like you don't have much of a problem. Like, it's not affecting your teeth, so we would say don't worry about it because it costs money to get like an actual mouth guard. And I was like, okay. And when I went in this time, they were like, wow, because apparently I had ground down my teeth a lot in the back, like a lot. They were like, you need a mouth guard, friend. And I went, no. So they took a mold of my teeth and they were making a mouth guard for me. I was like, if I have a mouth guard, then will my mouth learn not to grind? Like, is it something that I can learn to not do and then not need the mouth guard anymore? And he said, the data's mixed. Typically, people don't ever stop grinding. Their teeth, like, their jaw just realizes that there's something obstructing the grinding process, so it makes you stop. But most people, if they stop using it, they just start grinding again. And apparently it's like something that gets worse. Like, once you start doing it, then it becomes a habit and it just gets progressively worse. It's like, oh, dang it. Because they said, even though I'm not that stressed now, I'm not nearly as stressed as I was in college. They said, even though I'm not that stressed now, the habit was started when I was stressed. So now it's just becoming a worse and worse problem, even though I'm not having a lot of anxiety anymore. It's like, dang it! Dang it! But fortunately, there is a way to help it. So they're making me a mouth guard and they're gonna have that done, I think like halfway through next week. So that should be super exciting. I was like, oh, a mouth guard. But it's just when I sleep, so it's not, I don't know, it's not a big deal. They were like, most people can make these last for a really long time. as long as you don't lose it, so don't lose it. And I was like, well, I'd only be using it when I was asleep, so I can just keep it next to my bed. And they were like, that's probably a good idea. I guess people lose mouth guards all the time. I don't know, the closest thing to a mouth guard I've ever had is like one of those little ones that they give you when you do martial arts. I used to have one of those and that thing got gross. It got so sick. I had 2 of them, I think. I had a clear one and I had a bright yellow one. And those looked nasty. Oh man. I chewed those things apart. They had issues. I always hated putting them in my mouth too. I was like, because they hurt. They like, they would like press against the gums up here. And he was like, we don't want you, he wants me to come in and try it on around them so that they can make sure that it's not doing that it's not pressing against my gums weird. He was like, you could take a Dremel to it, but we'd really rather you didn't. And I was like, okay. So that was my adventure today, going to the dentist and doing all that. Yeah, and then like right after my exam, my mom was, she scheduled a clean for me. She was like, you might as well get it done. I was like, okay, and she paid for it. So I was like, yay, it's a gift. It's a teeth gift. And so right after all of that, I had to go in, and the lady who was cleaning my teeth was like really rough with my teeth. And there was a spot she was flossing me. She was like, oh, there's a weird little bump in there. Is there like some plaque I didn't get? So she like went in there like, oh man, she had like a party, like a birthday bash in my teeth. I was like, this is terrible. I felt like the parents coming home when the bash hadn't quite been cleaned up yet. And she like kept flossing. She was like, maybe your tooth is just shaped that way. I was like, uh-huh, because my mouth hurts so bad. Like it was like this one, I think. It was so sore. Like every time she went in there, my mouth instinctively went like it kept obstructing her from going in there. And she was like, you want some mouthwash? I'll give you some mouthwash. It'll help numb it. I was like, okay. This is why I hate the dentist, because they hurt my mouth and I like to eat. And then they're always like, you can't eat for a half an hour. I got home and immediately ate. I got home and I was like, okay, I think I have like 20 more minutes to wait. I waited like 5 minutes and then I immediately like just ate something. It's like, I can't wait any longer. I love food. So, what can you do? My sister-in-law said that apparently things that help with teeth grinding is not chewing gum and not drinking caffeine. So I might do some experiments and see if like having decaf coffee consistently for a week or not having coffee for a week or whatever would helps it at all. But I'll be excited to have something that will keep me from doing it. That'll be good. My dad was like, I've never heard you do it before. Like, I've been in the same room as you, like in hotels and things. Never heard you do that before. And my mom was like, I have, from the other room. I think it's because, like, what I do is I, like, clench my jaw and then I, like, rock my bottom half of my jaw back and forth like I do like this. I don't know. It's like a silent, but I can feel it. I wake up doing it all the time. But hey, I would much rather have that than have cavities. So, but he said if I keep doing it, if I keep grinding my teeth and not wearing a mouth guard, they're gonna have to put fillings in just to like fill in the space that I've worn away. I don't know. Apparently 1 in 3 people grinds their teeth though. Who knew? Just not everybody gets to the point where they need a mouth guard. Shame. What can you do? I feel like I've said what can you do probably 8 times in this video. Probably 8 times. Somebody's gonna count and be like, you only said it twice, and I'll be like, drat! Curses! Yeah, we just ate. So now I'm going to sit and do a crossword puzzle and enjoy the rest of my evening. But I hope that you guys had a good day and have a good night, and I will talk to you again tomorrow, Friday! Yay! Okay, bye-bye. Mwah!